Hi Libra, welcome to Lux Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the month of October. So it's going to be a general overview. It's neither specific in terms of relating to love or relating to, work, etc. It is just general. So whatever comes out, and if it comes up in a romantic context, then that's what we will address. However, let's just get into it and let's just see what we've got going on for the Librarians. So happy birthday to all the Libras out there. This is your month, October, which is fab. I know that we've got some Libras in September as well, but I tend to associate my Libras with the month of October. Okay, so let's see what the general energy is. That one wanted to come out. Fabulous. Temperance is the general overall energy. So that's a pretty decent energy to have, I would say. Let's see how we go with the rest of it though. Just so you're aware, this is a minor, a mini version of the Celtic Cross, because obviously there's time constraints that I have to be conscious of when I'm doing these videos, and obviously I've got the other signs to get up as well. So obviously the videos might get longer in the future. Just right now, this is how I'm working, and it's just the way I work. So that is it really, guys. So let's just see where we're up to here with this. What's going on for my Libras for the month of October, their birthday month for the vast majority. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing well and keeping safe in these crazy times that we've got going on right now. So, right guys, let's see where we're up to, okay? Right, overall energy, we've got the Temperance card. Okay, so this is about making sure that we're kind of balancing ourselves out, that she's the angel there, he or she is obviously, it's a case of needing to make sure that everything is an alchemical balance in our life, whatever this relates to, and we will find out now, going more into the context of matters. At the heart of things, we've got the Strength card, okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo, because this is the major arcana for Leo. I can't talk today. Is Mercury gone retrograde already? Okay, so let's see. We've got a card that's relating to Leo here, but it's a Strength card, so it's in a resolve as much as anything else. And then crossing us, we've got the Transformation card of Death, okay? So that is what's causing a bit of a mini blockage here. So in the past, we've got the Hermit. In the future, we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so right, okay, so there's quite a bit going on here, Libra. I would say that, you need to keep you calm, you need to keep you cool for the month of October, okay? You may feel like you're a little bit tried and tested. There could be a Sagittarius that's trying and testing you, for example, because this is major arcana for Saggy. So there could be a Sagittarius who is pushing your buttons a little bit, but essentially it's asking you as an energy, I think, to embody that energy and to remain kind of, tempered. Basically, you've got our emotions here, we've got obviously the material there, we've got the fact that we're having to transmute any kind of negative energy and turn it into something that's positive. So you could have an eventful October. So let's see here, we've got at the core issue, we've got strength. So you may need to be holding back over something, you may need to be finding an inner resolve in relation to whatever is coming towards you, okay? But what's kind of adding as a little bit of a minor blockage here is the Death card. So there's some form of transformation that's needing to come through, that's needing to kind of transpire, basically, that's needing to obviously take place. So that is actually causing a bit of a blockage. So you need to look at what it is that needs to go in your environment, or whether that's individuals, whether that's just things that are not serving you, really, because obviously Death is actually quite a positive card, and it's wanting to move forward and it's needing to move forward, because obviously transformation is a key part of who we are as human beings, is things we need to go through. So there could be some form of transformation here that you're kind of you're resisting, because I'm seeing, although she's obviously taming this lion and she's taming the inner self to some extent, the lower self, it might be time just to kind of unlock, if you like, to loosen up, to allow this transformation to take place, instead of just trying to balance absolutely everything. You've got one foot in, one foot out, and you're having to kind of like, transmute everything. It might just be, that, yeah, transmuting is a positive thing, but not if you're going around in a circle and it's not leading to transformation, which is basically what we need to do. In the past, we've got the Hermit, so there was a lot of going within, a lot of solace, basically, you know, trusting your own inner wisdom, needing to reflect, you know, and these two cards work beautifully together, really, when you think about it, because only when we really go within are we able to really transform, because that's where everything happens between, you know, on the inner level, you know, as within, so without, as the magician is. You know, we need to obviously go in and we need to reflect on where we are, where we're actually standing in our life in relation to everybody else and everything else, and what it is that we're, you know, where our light is leading us. You know, it's definitely a spiritual teacher kind of card, this. And I know some Librarians actually are brilliant spiritual teachers, so I feel like this is, you know, you shining your light, you know, going within, you know, transmuting whatever, you know, needs to any negativity, you know, and needing to get rid of it, needing to obviously allow this transformation. But there could have been an element of resistance here, you know, or it could just be that it's that last push of, you know, taming the lower self, taming, you know, the baser self, if you like, in order to allow this transformation to take place. But in the future, we've got, you know, the Queen of Wands, which as an energy, which is how I'm tending to read it, as opposed to an individual, you know, as an energy, it's a card of vibrancy. You know, she's a go-getter. She's somebody who, you know, is infused with ideas. You know, she's basically full of herself. She's a fire sign. You know, I don't read that to be derogatory towards fire signs, but the point being is they're confident people. You know, they move forward with confidence. People know who they are, what they're about. You know, there is no kind of, there is not necessarily, there's no holding back with them. They just know what they want to go for. And I do think that, you know, if we can make this transformation, you know, and we can obviously transmute any negative energy, which is what your overall card for October is just balancing, basically transmuting, balancing, you know, and transformation. I think, you know, it's kind of rebirthing. Although you're an air sign, I think it's rebirthing kind of like an energy within you, which is one of progression and one of knowing where you really are, whether that's in relation to business or whether that's in relation to, you know, love. You apply it how it suits you, basically. But I see it as a very positive card for your future. In terms of hopes and fears, I think it's this kind of juggling the to and fro, and it could be financial, it could be emotional. This card to me indicates both, to be honest. I don't think you want to be in that position where you're having to juggle. I mean, if you look at these two cards, there's such similarity between the two of them in terms of, you know, the passing of one object to the other. You know, there's this sense of you need to transmute maybe and balance yourself out, you know, in a spiritual way and an inner way, in order to allow the transformation to come forward. So you're not having to do this in terms of the future, basically, whether that again relates to your finances or your emotions, and no doubt it probably relates to both, but I'm not getting a strong sense of a relationship with this reading. I think this is just a lot of general energy and how you need to be approaching the month of October. Now, we've also got here in your advice is the Three of Cups, and I think this is working together with people. I think this is working positively. It's a really nice card to get because it's celebrations and it's emotions as well. So it's obviously relating to people on a social level. It could be family and friends, although that's proven quite difficult because we've got a lot of restrictions imposed upon us at this time. But, you know, as the month of October goes on, you could find yourself more incoherent with other people, you know, due to balancing yourself out and you know, doing your own inner work, as it were, you know, like obviously as you've gone within in the past, you know, it could well be that. But I think it's a very positive card for your advice, and I think it's just promoting that you do work well with people and that you do, you know, you really kind of, you basically, you know, you even delegate to people, you know, work with them, but delegate as well, you know, delegate it amongst your friends and things and allow them to be there for you, because, you know, you're going through a lot. A transformation is going to take place, you know, even if it's on a minor level, it's still something that effectively, you know, it will manifest externally. And I think, you know, support is there, basically, is the advice, is seek support. Now, in the overall for the month, your outcome, you've got the Nine of Cups. Now, this come out reversed, but for me, I feel like this is for me, this is talking about it's only a lesser meaning anyway than what the card is of itself. I don't think that it's a blocking of a wish. I think that in order to get what it is that you want, right, which is an emotional fulfillment, whatever that may mean to you, whether that's obviously, you know, managing the finances and managing, you know, your emotions, I feel like it's saying to you that you need to do this. Basically, you need to get this aligned. You know, getting the lower self in accordance with, you know, this transformation. You know, the two need to go together, and I think it's positive if you can unblock this. You know, I mean, it doesn't even matter how more, you know, even if you're hugely spiritually progressed, it doesn't really matter. We are constantly, forever transforming as human beings. We need to regenerate, we need to keep going within, and we need to keep being, especially those who are light workers, who are spiritually minded, who are givers to others in the community, etc. You know, you're constantly needing to work on yourself no matter what. You know, we can sometimes create blockages for ourselves by simply not addressing the lower self, the things, the nature that we need, the things that as human beings that we need. You know, so you do need to address whatever this is in order for this transformation to come to really pass. And then obviously, you know, we get these things in balance, and obviously we seek the support around us should you wish to. I mean, that might just be working with people in general in the work environment, or, you know, connecting with people on the same wavelength. Either way, getting in sync with that, you know, and getting this in check, getting this transformation started and moving forward, you know, will ultimately, you know, lead to this coming in for you, basically, because it's there. It's just that it was kind of slightly reversed, and well, it was just reversed basically. But the point being is that you need to just, you know, unblock yourself. You know, you need to acknowledge that this needs to be tamed and that you need to move forward. There is a transformation definitely going on, because, and the thing is that you started it anyway, because you know, it was there in the past. It's been there in the past. You've done it. You've gone in and you've done that inner work. There's just that slight bit more resistance, which, you know, death is saying, well, you know, I am going to be a blockage until you acknowledge that I'm there and that you need to do that work. You know, you need to balance yourself out. Now, in terms of the signs, like I say, major arcana, we've got Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, then obviously this could relate to you in some way. And then obviously we've got Sagittarius, and we've got Leo, and we've got Scorpio. So, you know, these are, you know, it comes quite strong energies around you and individuals. On the minor side of it, we've got a Queen of Wands, which is Aries, Leo side. We've got the water signs, and we've got the Two of Pentacles there, but there's not a great deal of earth, really. This is all very spiritual to me. It's all about personal transformation, acknowledging that there's a blockage there, dealing with the lower self, you know, and then moving forward with passion and determinism, and, you know, getting these in check, not needing to do this, not needing to feel like you're trying to balance your inner world with the outer world, you know, getting this in check, transmuting, getting this into check, and then, you know, being more coherent, if you like, or being kind of more co-joined with, you know, your family, friends, your kindreds, whichever. And then obviously, you know, what you need, what you desire, that emotional fulfillment will come to pass. So this has been your reading, Libra, for the month of October. If it's your birthday this month, have a fantastic month. It's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. Just that tiny little bit of extra work you need to do for the month to bring this transition into full-fledged, you know, the wheels in motion. But I think essentially you've got it down, really. So I think, you know, you should have a brilliant month, and that, you know, you'll be fine. You really will be. So happy birthday, guys, and take care.